Alright, hey everyone, thanks for joining me on the Car Chimp channel. I'm Matt, your host. Today we're going to be changing the oil on this here 2015 Honda Fit. We're going to be changing the oil, the filter, just some basic maintenance, really easy stuff. But there's some steps you probably should need to know. I'm changing this actually because I'm about to go on a trip, a little small 200-mile road trip down to the Buffalo River in Arkansas. So if you guys need any tips or any cool details about the Buffalo River, my friend Violet, she's got a whole page on it, and I'll actually put it in the descriptions below. So if you're interested in that, check it out. It's a really cool place. It's a good place to hike and, you know, take your family and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get in it. All right, first things first, pop that hood up. Then lift your hood. Little lever right there. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to place the hood stand, which looks like that. Alright, so before I do an oil change, I always check what kind of oil this takes. And as you can see here on the oil cap, which every car will have this, tells you what oil you need. So this is 0W20. A lot of the newer 4-cylinders take this kind of oil. It's really thin. They usually, full synthetic lasts around 10,000 miles. I always change it at about 6,000. That's just me. So before I start, I always check the oil, just kind of see where I was before, see if it burnt any, check the oil quality, see if I smell anything weird. All right, let me check. All right, we're full, we're good. But it definitely needs a change, it's getting kind of dark. So. Real quick, this is the oil that I use, like the brand. I like Mobil 1, it's, in my opinion, my favorite oil. I think it's the best. A little bit expensive, but I mean, you pay 30 bucks for the whole 5-quart jug. And then I personally prefer K&N. You do pay a little bit extra for it, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, and going over different qualities, and so far K&N's definitely been on top. So this is personally what I do. This is my, I'm kind of biased, but every oil you find out there is going to be good. They're all, up to standard. You see that little stamp. If they've got that, they're all good. But this is just personally what I use. All right, what we're going to do next is jack the vehicle up. Voila. Jacked up. I like to jack it up with 2 different jacks and then keep them in there and then put 2 different jack stands just in case it falls. So I've actually got 4 different points of safety here just in case. Alright, so here's the underneath side of this 4-cylinder on this Honda Fit. As you can see, we've got our oil filter here that needs to be replaced. It actually doesn't look that bad. It's probably okay, but just to be sure, I'm going to replace it. Oh, there's our oil drain plug right here. Usually Honda's a 17 millimeter, so we're going to check that out real quick. Yep, it's a 17 millimeter. So let me see if I can get this loose. You're going to want your drain. I got a drain pan here for your oil. Got it loose. Take this off. Also watch out if you're driving your car a whole bunch and this is hot, it might burn you, but I know my engine's cool. I haven't driven it really at all today. So make sure this is under it. Take this out. I'm going to get a little bit messy, but that's okay. Oh, there she goes. Or she blows. Alright, so here's that new K&N filter. She looks beautiful. So on these oil filters, you've got this rubber gasket that mates up with the engine. You don't want to put it on there dry. You're going to want to take just a little bit of fresh oil on your finger and just get that gasket kind of wet with oil, kind of lube it up. That should be good. Not very much, but just enough to keep it wet so that it doesn't burn on there and seize up whenever you're trying to take it off, 20,000 miles from now. But yep, that's how you do that. Now I really like how they designed this engine, making this super close to that so that I can just keep this in one spot while this is still dripping. I can take this off. Oh. Yep. There's always a little bit of leftover oil in these things. Let's take this off. I'm making a big mess. Oh well. Oh. All right, time to plug her up. All right, she's plugged up. Make sure they're hand tightened. Get them about almost as tight as you can with your hand so they don't come off. All right, lower the vehicle. All right, let's fill her up with oil. All right, I'm about to start the engine, let it cycle through and recheck my oil level. Make sure before you start your engine, these both are plugged up so it doesn't spew oil everywhere. All right, let's start her. Just let her cycle for a little bit. See, we've got our maintenance light right there. I'm gonna have to turn that off. All right, let's check that dipstick. See where we're sitting at. You always want to clean it off and then check it again after the vehicle's been running to get an accurate reading. All right, let's get rid of this maintenance light and refresh the oil life indicator. Hold this down. Okay, wait for it to start blinking. Should hold this down again. There you go, we're at 100%. All right, that is how you change the oil on a 2015 Honda Fit. Wasn't very hard, took me about, I'd say 30 minutes total, and I mean, I was videoing and stuff, but normally this should take about, say, 15 minutes if you're doing it by yourself. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments or any ideas for maybe another video you might want me to do in the future. Thank you so much for watching again. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a nice one.